Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome, a warm welcome to Day 5, the final session of our 5 days International Faculty Development Program and ChatGPT and Educational Applications, organized by King's College of Engineering Association with IEEE STB 16221. I am Narmada and I am honored to be your host for today's session. Over the past 4 days, we have had insightful discussions on various aspects of machine learning, AI, and data science today. We are set to conclude this enlightening journey with yet another impactful session. It is my privilege to introduce today's esteemed speaker, Mr.S. Dinesh Dhanabalan sir, Assistant Professor, CSA of Arifa Institute of Technology, Nagapattinam. Today, he will be sharing valuable insights on ChatGPT and educational applications, which will help us understand its application in modern education and research. Sir, we are delighted to have you with us, and we look forward to an engaging and enriching session. Without further ado, I now invite Mr. S. Dinesh Dhanabalan sir to take over the session. Over to you, sir.
So thank you for giving a warm welcome by King's College of Engineering, and it is my privilege to be a part of this journey. And today we'll be discussing on this chat GPTs, which will be involved in the education system. So today the chat GPTs are playing a major role in developing the education systems, where the artificial intelligence are playing a major role in developing or becoming bringing down all the more what to say all this problematics which has been sorted out down very quickly. So that is where this artificial intelligence will be playing a major role. In that, we have been using, there are different types of machine learnings tools, and one of the things is chat GPTs. And for this chat GPT, we have been using this training model, which is pre-transmission model, which has been used for this transformers, which has been used for this chat GPTs. For here onwards, this chat GPTs will be able to gain the data in which we have been pre-trained with all the data which has been given by us, and it will be taking all the data insights from us, and then it will be able to give us a proper solutions or proper wordings which have been searched or which have been used by us will be able to be generated from this chat GPTs. So in this chat GPTs, there are many tools which are being used, and here we'll be using the modern, where you will be having for enhancing the students' learning, supporting the educators, and streaming the education institutions. So these are the role of modern AI educations will be used in this chat GPTs. Here, this future AI generations, where this chat GPTs will be helping you out, is AI generated learning materials such as different customized level and the virtual lab simulation and the hands-on learnings of engineering science. And then you'll be having this AI driven career guidance to suggest you the job roles and the skill paths. So these will be helping you out in developing this AI educations. So what are the key points of chat GPT is, you will be using the prompt engineering. So the prompt engineering are becoming more easier, and which are being well established or which is being needed by the future generations, where this prompt engineering will be playing a major role. Nowadays, the companies are not being involved or will not be able to assist the students, or it will be, what to say, the prompt engineering will be playing a major role in developing this chat GPTs actually. So here you will be able to understand what are the types of chat GPTs prompts will be used for education. The first thing you have to know is what kind of content are you going to write and how this content will be helping you out. This content should be it can be in the research type, or it can be in your day-to-day whatever letter you're going to draft, or it can be in your, nowadays the chat GPTs are giving you the voice, it can even give you the images, and then it can even produce data frames or data connections. The diagrams are being provided by the chat GPTs. So you should be well enough to write what kind of prompt is being needed by you. And once when you use this ChatGPT thing, you have to be in an order to use it in a sequential manner where the data can be generated, which is being required by the user. And then the teacher supports of this ChatGPT is you can able to plan your lessons, and then you'll be able to have the content creations where it can be done within a fraction of seconds, where you have to sit and write the prompts which are being required by the ChatGPT. Then only you will be getting the amount of data which has been required by you will be able to you can be having what to say, you will be having the crystal clear data which can be obtained by you. And then you should have the enhancement of engagement with chat gpts. So what does this enhancement is? You should have an interactive activities, or you can have a quiz based which is being, you can be used for the feedbacks, or it can be used for this quiz, or it can be used for interactive activities. Whatever can be have, you can be having, it will be your see, I'm been using this mobile, so I'm not been able to share you the screen. So here for this enhancement of engagement, you will be having in the chat GPT, you will be having a major tabs or tags which will be available in your on your chat GPT box. So here that you can be able to create the feedback forms, or you'll be able to create the quiz, or you'll be able to create an interactive activities, so that, and you will be having this research papers also which can be written, where you will be able to use this chat gpts. So for writing a research paper, the Mr. Ram Prakash sir was saying about AI writers. So that more than that, you have this Genie AI which will be helping you out to write all the research papers in a drafting manner, where you will be able to use all kinds of references can be added for this Genie AI. So that for the Genie AI you have to pay some amount. So nowadays the chat GPT is being integrated in each and every software, or each and every thing which you have been using. The chat GPT has been integrated. Even in your Google Colab also the chat GPT has been integrated. So for writing a coding, you have to know what kind of prompt can be used, and for writing correct prompt, you will be able to use, or you will be able to get the valuable ideas, or you'll be able to get the valuable result which has been given by you, or which has been needed by you, can be obtained very easily. And then when you use this Genie AI for writing, so this Genie AI will be helping you out in developing your research papers, and then you have to write a correct prompting for this, and then you will be able to write down your papers which with the reference can be added along with this. So here you will be using this, you can be writing the formatting using this Genie AI for writing for IEEE papers or API papers, anything can be included, and there will be an option for that. So you can be able to write down your papers very quickly. And then you have to have the diagrammatic diagrams which has been represented. So that for that you can be using this Figma tools or Figma AI, which has been given by this chat GPT, sorry, not by chat, it is an AI tool which has been used for drawing diagrammatics for research events. And then you have to search your papers for writing research events. You can be using this rabbit search, which is being used for searching, or it is same like this Mendeley actually. So you have to tag your papers, or you have to find out the survey papers which has been the before ones what have been done can be used with the help of this rabbit search AI. So these are the types of AIs which are being used for making the work more easier, and it will be more quicker also, where the work can be analyzed. and then we'll be using this GenAI for writing papers, and you'll be using this rabbit search for been writing, or which will be helping you out in finding the survey papers which has been available. And the third one, you will be using this Figma tools, Figma AI, which has been used for drawing the diagrammatics for that. So these are the three types of research work which will be making you more simpler to write down papers. And then so when you see the benefits of AI, or benefits of chat GPTs, and the last one will be this automate the routine task, allowing the teachers and students to focus on deeper learning actually. So here this automation of routine tasks, so you have to plan your work, or you have to plan your education. Today you have to plan your syllabus, or you have to plan what can be done today, and you have to move on to next what they have to do after a week or within a week, and what kind of assignments can be given to them, or what kind of home activities can be given to the students, and how to get the feedbacks, and then how to make them to learn more, and what are the kinds of errors which will be occurred by the student. Everything can be used by this automation of routine task, allowing the teachers. So once when this automation is being done,
Excuse me, sir.
ma'am.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, share your screen, sir.
Ma'am,
Wait.
ma'am, actually, my laptop is not been working, ma'am. So I have shared it to some sir, ma'am. So he said he'll be sharing it, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, sir.
I've sent it to them, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So then we'll be having this focus on deeper learning of this chat GPTs. Will be helping you out in what kind of errors can be occurred by the students, or how can we modify, or how can we shape him into a betterment of learning is. Then we can use this chat GPTs of focusing on students to be learning that. And then we'll be having this limitations of chat GPT in education. So you should have the limitations is, you should know how accuracy is the data which has been provided by the chat GPTs. So the accuracy of the data which has been given by the chat GPTs will be given before this 2021 or 22, so that the data will be available. After that, what are the data which has been available will not be able to be given by the chat GPTs. So here this will be able to misguide us or mislead us into for this research work, which will be able to misguide us. So here we should be able to more as a human being, we have to make it whether this data will be useful, or it is very correct, or which can be used up for the students can be understood by this. We should have some limitations for that. So whether this can be used up, or which should not be used up, or how can we make this better way by adding more prompts. You will be able to fine tune the data, and then will be able to retrieve it back. That can be done with the help of this accuracy and reliability of this issues of this chat GPT limitations. And then you should be able to verify the data which has been given by this chat GPTs, whether this data is being given with a chat GPT is being correct or true one or a false one. So you should be able to know, you should be informed to update what are the kinds of current situations which has been occurring in this area which are you been working. So you should be able to note down what kind of area you have been working. You should be able to know what are the limitations, or what are the types of what are the types of significance which has been occurring here, and whether this can be done within this time limits, or it has been overlooking this, or how the data which are being given by the chat GPTs are being very prompt to your research work. That can be identified, and you should be able to find it whether this can be an accurate data, or it is whether it is a reliable data, that all should be understood by this limitations of ChatGPTs. And then you should be having this AI responsibility with this reliable generative response to this reliable source. Here you'll be having this all this example. You have your academic textbooks, or you have your authorized websites. So this you will be able to check the response. So this ChatGPT will not be giving its own data. It will be fetching the data which has been available in your net, or it will what has been available in the all kinds of websites. So it will be able to track down the data, and it will be giving you the informations. So that you have to have a cross check whether this AI generative is reliable, or the textbook which has been referred by this is very common. So that all should be understood by this chat GPT's limitations. And then you should know what kind of critical thinking which has been done by this chat GPTs, or what kind of this answers which has been given by this chat GPTs are been essential for this understanding this originality of this data can be done by this limitations of chat GPTs. And then you should have what kind of whether this chat GPTs can be replacing these humans, or what kind of educators should be able to have this emotional intelligence and mentorship of this adaptive teaching methods can be used up by this limitations of chat GPTs. So once when we use the chat GPTs, this will not be making, or it will not replace the human. Actually it has to be with the help of the human it can work this chat GPTs. It will not be replacing this human. So you have to know what the chat GPTs will actually do, and then the chat GPTs what it will be able to obtain, or what it will be able to gain by this for the educators, or which it will not be replacing this humans. So as I said before, this GenAI which I have been writing for these papers, so it will be able to provide you what kind of data, or what kind of writings, overwritings which were being suffering for writing papers, or we have been what to say we have been lacking of presenting the papers. This GenAI will be helping you out in drafting all kinds of papers which has been needed for writing this research work. So once the prompt which has been given by you is been given, what kind of title it's been given by you, will be able to the GenAI will be writing the reference paper. Along with the reference paper, it will be able to write down all kind of draftings. And then once the drafting is been done, you have to check whether this kind of drafting is been available, or which can be useful for your research work, that has been available in the correct prompt or not. You have to be checking that. So for this you have to have this diagrammatic representation. All that will not be being provided by this GenAI. It will be provided only by this it will be providing you all kind of text formats for writing your data. So here when you have this research work, so you can be able to write only the paper writings of this, but you should have the data for writing, or you should have the theory, clinical data which has been available should be in a proper manner where this can be drafted. So here in this GenAI, you have your right hand tablet which has been integrated with this chat GPTs. So this right hand side will be integrated with chat GPTs, where you can write a prompting of data which has been required can be obtained. And then it doesn't provide only the prompting, or it doesn't provide only the data. Even the reference papers which has been available can be taken by this GenAI. So this GenAI is a writing tool for writing papers, so that you can be able to refer what kind of data which has been available. So nowadays when you have this chat GPTs which has been playing a major role in developing this startup ecosystem actually. So without chat GPTs, nowadays the startups which have been finding ideas for the problem statements are being using this chat GPTs. So it is not only for the educational base, it has been spreaded all over the research side, where the data can be retrieved in a quicker manner. So nowadays the startups are being playing a major role in using this chat GPTs for finding out their solutions actually. So these solutions are being provided by the chat GPTs is in a multiple way. So what kind of accuracy is being required is being taken by the startup, and then he'll be able to make down this his problem state of solution, and then he'll be having this business models, and then he'll be able to make down into a product state, and once when the product state is been, he'll be able to make into minimum viable product, and then it will be made into a it will be sent down to this marketing actually. So these are been helping out in making this startup also to grow with the help of this chat GPTs. So before the chat GPTs were evolved, we have been drafting letters or drafting work. It requires more number of time, but with the help of this chat GPTs, nowadays the students have been able to make their assignments within an hour, and they have been able to submit it to us, or within they have been making to write a letter, they have been using. So this chat GPT is one of the tool actually. There are many tools which have been available, and we should know what kind of prompt can be used for this writing this. How do you make this AI into this thing? So here we have been studying about this AI. Next we have moved on to this generative AI. Next we'll be using this optimal AI. So all these types of AI which has been evolved are making the human beings to think and work according to it actually. So we are not in a position to just what the chat GPT gives, we can't put it up and then we can't submit it actually. We have to think and then we have to make it up into a betterment actually. That is the best practice of using this chat GPTs actually. What are the informations or what are the facts which has been given by this AI can't be directly implemented on a paper, or it can't be given out. So as a human, we have to note down what has been required, and then we should be able to submit it. So that is how this chat GPT will be. And then you should know what kind of nowadays for writing these papers, you have all kinds of plagiarism tools which have been available. Even in AI also you have this kinds of plagiarism tools. So that but what are the types of researchers which have been using for this plagiarism? We use Alternative, and we use some other tools for making this plagiarism actually. So here this AI is being nowadays detected, and what kind of how much of percentage of AI is being used up in a paper is also being noted down. So to move on this, they have been using a humanized AI that has been once when the chat GPT has been written, you have been given down into a paraphrases, and then the paraphrases is being made down, and then the paper is then again you have been pasting up in the paper. And nowadays even that is being made down, how the paraphrasing is being done, that is also been noted down by this plagiarism tools, and then that is also being given down, and you have been able to understand what kind of plagiarisms are being made. So then while submitting the paper, you have been having this type of plagiarism. But nowadays even the humanized AI is being evolving there. So here you can use this humanized AI tool which has been used, which can be written, or the chat GPT, even the AI is been writing your content. When you paste up in a humanized tool, humanized AI, it will be providing how the human has been written, it has been able to give. So it is actually the shuffling of text actually. So once when you have many types of AI tools, you note down, you have a proper noting down of things, you will be able to understand all the text content will be having a repetition of words actually. So that we'll be able to understand that this has been written by this chat GPT, or it has been written by an AI. So all the contents which has been available will be in a circulation form. Again, the repetition of words will be having, or you'll be having the repetition of same paras into some other contents. So this is how this AI will be writing the papers. To make this fine tune, you have to write the pre-training of data which have been given by you should be more sufficient or more prominent, or it should be prompt actually. It should be given in a fine way that how the AI can be able to write down, how you will be able to make it out. So that can be done using this AI. Next, for finding out the plagiarisms, the Gen AI which we use for writing papers, We have checked it out in Turnitin also. It has not been showing a single percentage of plagiarism tool which has been sorry, in the Turnitin we have checked it out. It is not showing a 1% of AI also. It has been said to that it has been written by human only. So that AI tool which has been used can be used up for this writing of research papers actually. So next, for creating this educational policies or education of an institution, for institution having this policies or motivate, what to say, motto or this vision, mission, everything. Here nowadays they have been using this AI tools for writing all these types of policies, or you have to have this HR policies, you have to have this entry policy, exit policy. So everything is being drafted by this AI until you are being pre-trained with the data, and what are the data are being given can be made it out, and then the data can be given to you. And then when you write a humanized AI article, or when you have this humanized AI tool, so today I have said about 4 tools actually. One is this Figma tool. Next one is this humanized AI. Third one is Genie AI, and fourth one is FigJam tool. So FigJam tool is being used for this creating of diagrams actually. Even for creating this diagrams, you have option in that Figma tool as a prompt engineering. This is also been integrated with this chat GPTs. So the prompt which you give over there can be made it out, and then what are the kind of diagrams which has been required should be added up in that prompt actually. So many of you write promptings. The promptings which has been written by the many of us is, we don't write in detail actually. We just give it up in 2 to 3 lines, and what the computer requires, just write it to us. But when you write a prompt engineering, you have to write in detail actually what this letter is going to say, or what this research is going to say, and then what are the types of any dates is being given, or any data has been given, or what, when the venue, or what, in which place it occurred. So every detail when you be giving it out. So this will be helping you out in producing, or which will be helping you out in making the generative what is it, the answer to be more accurate for you. Rather than writing a single line or 2 lines prompt, where the answers which has been required by you will not be obtained actually. So when you write the prompt in a proper way, you will be getting what has been required by you, will be the result you will be getting up. So that can be used up. And then when you have this chat GPTs, in an actually we say for brainstorming of ideas actually, when you have this incubation centers, or they will be having this ideation phase. So there they say that you have to brainstorm your ideas, and what are the types of brainstorming can be done for developing these ideas. So here we actually say what problem statement which you have taken, or what is the problem which has been taken, and how the idea or how the solution has been given to you. So the solution is more particular, that how the idea will be able to boost up, or how you will be able to make this idea into a viable product. So here the brainstorming of summarization of chat GPTs will be helping you out to fine tune the ideas. So one idea which has been given, the problem statement where the solution has been given, that solution will not be helping you out throughout your entire what to say, the process actually. The ideas has to be fine tuned actually. So today you will be having a proper solution for that, and the next day the solution will be differing, and the other next day you will be having this types of solutions which has been differing, but the goal which has been will be a single goal. You have to move on towards it. So here, for the brainstorming of ideas, you can be using this AI or this chat GPTs for brainstorming your ideas. So whatever solutions which have been available, or whatever problem statement you find it out. So the problem statement we call that as someone comes to you and say finds a problem and says so here is a problem actually. So here what has been required actually is a solution. So any solution which has been given, for that you have to brainstorm actually. The brainstorming is nothing but how the idea or there will not be a single solution for a problem actually. There are different multiple solutions for a problem. So the which solution is optimal, or which solution is more clear, or which solution is more unique, can be taken for developing this product or developing this idea, so that you can be using this chat gpt will be helping you out. And then you have the summarization, the brainstorming, you have your summarization. So the summarization or summarizing will be a major part of this AI tool actually. So here we actually, many of us doesn't use a summarize tool. We just use a paraphrasing tool actually. Even it can be Grammarly, or it can be this paraphrasing AI, or it can be this AI tool for rephrasing. So there are different types of paraphrasing tools which has been available. You can be using this Quillbot, or you'll be using this summarize AI, shorten AI. Everything has been available even in your Canva also. So what are the types of summarizing tool, or we'll be using just the rephrasing tool. So the rephrasing tool, which has been what kind of wording is been added, that will be able to change the wording, and it will be able to give up in a proper manner. And then we'll be having this learning section actually, and you have your learning, you will be able to understand for finding out this brainstorming and summarization. So once when the summarized, or you have your proper solution for an idea, you will be having a proper solution. And once it has been summarized, then we'll be using, you have to learn your data. You should learn what are the market situations, and who are your competitors, who are your competitive analysis. So that all will be learned, and then you will be able to complete your full data, or you will be able to complete your full uh, uh, project, or it can be said as a startup, and you'll be moving down to this. You'll be moving down to the market viabilities. So you should have this. What are the ideas which has been given by the students, or what are the ideas which have been given by the faculty members. Even by this 2009 or 19, you have your NISP policies. The NISP policies, it has been said that even the staff also can be used for registering into a companies, and can be a founder or co-founder, where in the government geo, many of the staff members says that we should not be a employee, we should not be having our own company. So but according to this NISP policy, we can start up our own startup, and we'll be able to, we can also be a founder or co-founder of a company. So each and every startup, or each and every faculty who wants to be a startups, can be registering into a company act, and then you'll be able to what are the procedures, that also will be given by this chat gpts actually. So if we don't have, we are all from a technology base, we doesn't know how to start up a company, or where should be registered, or what are the process which is being required for us. So everything will be also given by this chat gpts. So it is actually a one stop solution for all problems actually. It will be able to provide you a solution for all problems. So what are the types of steps and methods which will you be using for developing a company, and what are the problems we'll be facing, and where we should find, what are the documents we should be able to register. So everything will be given down by this startup. So the what so this AI is not only for this educational base, it is also for the startups, it is also for the school level educations. So for all types of problems, or what, or all types of education, this chat gpts will be helping you out. So the what are the um, other advantages of chat gpts? It is actually 24/7 open to you. So whenever you want, or whenever you find some problem, or whatever this thing you want to find out, you will be able to sort it out with the help of the chat gpts. And then what kind of methodologies or what kind of needs is being needed by you, that also will be able to we will be able to understand, and then you will be able to find it out, and then the you will be able to sort it out, and you'll be able to find it, and then the you will be getting a proper solution for this. And then when you have this prompt engineering, there are actually you will be having this uh, many prompts actually. So when you find it out in a student's way, he will be asking what kind of questions will be happening in this exam, and what kind of answers will be provided. So you can have, or what kind of practicals for writing a coding. Nowadays when you go to the companies, they say that I doesn't need a engineer for writing codings, because the chat gpt has been playing a major role. Once when you write down the prompt for what you have to write for html, or you want to write for php, or you want to write for machine learning, or you have to write for data science, whatever it may be, everything has been given by this chat gpts. So the coding is being given by the chat gpts. Just they are going to copy and paste it out, and any errors been occur, then that error also can be given on chat gpts, and it will be giving you the solution for that. So that, well, according to this company needs, nowadays for writing codings, the company doesn't require a software engineer, or he doesn't need a programmer actually. So nowadays it has been cutting down. Another 10 years we will be fighting along with this machines, AI actually. We are not going to fight along with the human beings. We are going to fight along with this AI. So how you are going to make this AI better, or how are you going to use this AI into better form? That is how this prompt engineering will be playing a major role actually. So you should understand what are the techniques, or what are the problems, or what are the complex solutions can be given out by this AI tools, and which one will be playing a major. See, nowadays, before all, they were using all this Photoshops, they have been using Coral Draws like that. But nowadays they have been using this Canvas. There have been many flyer makers. So there are different types of softwares which have been replaced by this AI actually. So just we are going to click and drag, and what has been available, we are going to click and drag, and then we are going to paste out, and what are the modifications, and they give more ample number of solution for that. You want this type of wording, you can add a wording. I doesn't know what to write, just give a prompt, that gives the solution for you. And then you doesn't require this type of images, what images have been available, you can just click and drag. Nowadays the AI is been developed like that. So you can't, we as a educationalist, we have to move on what has been updated today. So we can't say that we have been working on this before, and then today what is the updated one. No, we have to keep on moving according to it. So what are types of prompts which have been required by us? So you should understand what are the types of prompting. So you just make it up in detail, what requirements can be done for you, and what are the important prompting which has been required. You just make it out in a few lines in detail. So whether this prompt, see example, when we say that today we have been having this session, what timing, so we have to know who is the speaker and what place or what location, it is offline or offline. So just we are not going to write just FDP workshop for 5 days or 3 days. So it can't give you. So you have to make it a clear suggestion, or you should be able to more keenly write what are been available. So that will be giving you out a more appropriate or more accurate answer for you. And then when you have this research models, so here you can be using this quantitative and qualitative research methods. So here where you will be able to find out the performance benchmarks and usability of testings can be obtained using this comparative analysis. And then you will be having the literature reviews. So the literature review, you have to collect it out from different journals actually. So nowadays the students mentality or is been lacking actually. So they are not been, or they are not mind to go and search in all types of websites or on all kinds of journal papers which has been available in different websites. They go and give it out in chat gpt, and the chat gpt will be able to give them with 10 papers. If he requires 20 papers, if he writes 20, that will be giving you 20 papers. So what kind of papers which has been collected also can be given with the help of this chat GPTs. But once when the chat GPT gives you the paper, you have to go and identify, or you have to go and find it out whether this paper which has been given by chat GPT is true or not. So the chat GPT will be giving you, but that can be true or false. So you have to understand. So what is it? The next one, the plagiarism tools, as I said already, that will be helping you out. But once when you write it out in chat gpt and just you copy paste and finding out in plagiarism tool, it will be automatically saying that it has been written by this uh, AI tool. So that you have to understand that. And then we'll be having this study techniques. Actually, for the study techniques, there are the students who have been doing this engineering, they'll be able to go and they will be having this semester exam, and before the semester exam they go and type what is the subject, and then what are the important questions which has been available, and what are the types of answers can be given. So these are the things which is being used up by the students actually. And as a educationists or as a teachers or as a faculty members, we will be using all for finding out this plannings of um, planning of question papers or lesson plans, or what kind of COP mapping can be done, and then what kind of value or what kind of weightage can be given to these questions. So all these types of study types of materials can be obtained using this chat GPTs. And then we will be using many type of AI tools actually, because nowadays we are not been using the normal or traditional method of software tools actually. See, nowadays we have been using for C programming, we have been using a different tool, and then for Java we'll be using a different tool, and then for PHP or HTML or Python, whatever tool. But nowadays we have been using this VS Code actually. So here it has been integrated with every types of codings or every type of what to say that on compilers which has been available. So just you can just download it and then you will be able to write it down. Here also there has been integrated of chat GPTs. So once when you don't know the question, or when you don't know this answer for a question, you will be able to type it out and you will be able to get out the proper coding for that. So that can be done using this VS codes actually. So then when you have this machine learning techniques, when you use this collabs, or when you use this uh, collabs can be used when you use this uh, so once when you use this collabs, you will be able to have a prompt engineering at the top. So what are the types of coding which has been required can be written, what kind of prompt can be implemented in that, or what kind of coding has been required in that, you will be writing out in the prompt area, and you will be able to you will be able to get the appropriate answer, and then that can be copy pasted in your compiler thing, and then it will be able to execute it. So these are types of promptings which has been required for this chat GPTs which has been used up in this. And then you have this visualization of techniques actually. That's what is more important nowadays. When you have this, we have been using for visualization, we have been using this in earlier days, we have been using all this PowerPoint presentations, and then we have been using this PowerPoints, and then we have been using Excels for being presenting, or Word for being presenting all this visualization. Nowadays it has been coming down with even in Python we have been having or then you will be using this Power BI Excels actually. The Power BI Excels or Power BI is been playing a major role in visualization of your data. And then for this block diagram drawing, you have, as I said already, the Figma tool or FigJam tool, which has been already available. So you can be able to use them for drawing this block diagram tools. So then you have your theoretical representation of this practical learning. So here you have to write project of theoretical lecturers can be used up, and it can be help. You will be helping you out in writing the projects actually, and then you will be having this pipelining concepts, or you in when you go down to EC departments, you will be having the circuit diagrams. So all this also can be implemented, or all this also you can be using this chat GPTs for writing, or what kind of what kind of um, what kind of uh, tools, or what kind of design, what kind of equipments has been required for this drawing of this. So for IoT, you can use what kind of material is being used, or you can be able to devise what kind of device can be used. So all that can be done using this chat GPTs. And then you have your what to say, you have your dynamic programming, and then you'll be having this reinforcement understanding, and then you can be able to know what is the real world of applications of machine learning, or what kind of algorithms have been used. So for finding out these algorithms, you can be able to use this chat GPTs, and you can be able to retrieve this, and then what kind of algorithm which is being used in the present, and then how the chat GPTs will be different from this generative AIs, and then how, see, nowadays the AI is been moving on in a drastic way, where what we learn today will be outdated in another month actually. So we have to be keep on updating what has been available in the current trend actually. So this AI is been playing a major role in developing, or it is making all the things simpler actually. Even nowadays in China or Japan, I think so, they have been finding out an AI tool where you can feel the, you have to actually, you have been using this copy paste tool actually. You have to copy from one place and you have been dragging, or you have been click dragging actually. But nowadays you just use your fingers, where AR VR has been playing a major role. Just use your fingers, you'll be able to feel that you're going to touch the folder, and then you're going to move. It is same like a touch screen actually. So that you, but in touch screens you can't able to feel, but you will be able to feel. That is how the AI is been developing. And then you have your AR VR technologies. So this AR VR technology is being playing a major role, and the next era of industry will be this AR VR technologies. So this technologies will be helping you out how the future world will be actually. We have been working on this AR VR actually. So we have developed a classroom for we have been developing a classroom for this chemistry labs there. So where the virtual labs can be understood. So here you doesn't require, or you doesn't need the live, or you doesn't need any chemicals to be added into it. So you can just using this AR VR, you can be able to feel how the chemistry lab will be, how are you going to add the particles into it, how are you going to make it more sensible, how the reactions will take place, how the atoms been working, when you add this chemical with this chemical, what kind of reaction can be happening. Or then you have this this is very actually, it has been good when compared to the live demos. So this AR VR is been nowadays will be implemented in all this defense, or it will be it will be helped up in this healthcare. And then you have your uh, technology based, where you going down to your solar system. So that all can be used up within this AR VR. And then the drone technology is been playing a major role in developing this. So you have to understand how the drone technology will be able to understand. See, nowadays the drones and the tech. See, we have actually the many types of technology development which has been happening. So the major technology development which is now occurring is drone technology has been occurring, AR, VR, and then we have this AI has been occurring. The fourth one which has been not known is the fintech technology, this finance technologies which has been occurring, which is going to be a drastic actually, because nowadays even the college students also is been using this share marketing actually. So for that also you have an AI for that, so that the AI will be helping you out in developing, or it will be able to say whether this what kind of shares you have to buy and what kind of shares you have to sell it out, or what kind of share will be going down or up. Everything has been analyzed by this AI actually. So the fin technology, this finance technology will be playing a major role. Another 10 to 10 or 5 years, something like that, because it is actually a cyclic way. Now the AI may be more, but next some other technology will be uprising, so that we have to keep on understanding what kind of technology has been happening. So once when we know the technology, that we can have a problem solution. So when you find out a solution for a problem, then you go on to the ideation phase, and then you go on to your building of starting up of company, so where you will be having a drastic change in your life actually. So that is how this technologies has been evolving. So everything is not being said by any AI or something like that. It is all been said by our forefathers, which has been all been said by our holy books. So when you understand, you have to study that, and then you should be also implementing in this technologies actually. Maybe a laughy one, but you see when you read this Bible, or you read this Purana, you read this Bhagavad Gita. So all this says that the technology transformation will be done at once when one technology ends and next technology will rise actually. That is what being said. So everything has been said by our forefathers. So we also should understand how this will be evolving, and we have to keep on updating towards it, because nowadays we can't say that today that I have studied and I can leave it out for next 10 years. No, nothing there. See, when you study this Python, you have your keywords. Before 2 years or some, before 1 year or 2 years, it was around 24, and now it has been 33 or 34. It may be now. I didn't know that. So you should understand. So you have to keep on updating what the standard is. So when you run a Python programming, also it has it all, the kernel also says that you have to update your thing. So you have to update to it, so that you will be able to, or you will be able to face the challenges, or you will be able to know what has been in the present situation with that. So then you should understand how the techniques, or for writing, even for writing a PPT. So you know that for writing a PPT also there is an AI actually. So for that AI you can write, you just give a prompt, it gives you a PPT. Even you write in the chat GPT, you write, it comes in a text format. If you want in a word format, it gives you in a word format. If you want in Excel format, it gives you in Excel format. So that is how the technology, this AI is been developing actually. So then you should understand how the students are been using this chat GPTs. The first one for their studies, and the second one for their writing of assignments, or writing of finding out their materials of studies, or they have to write their JE, what kind of preparation can be done, and what are the breakdowning of problems, or how can be it can be structured. And then you have your flow charts, or you have your coding platforms, or elimination of techniques, which is the correct answers. So these are the techniques which are being used by this students actually. So then once when this AI, which helps you in developing all these methodologies or whatever it may be, so you have to know, even the AI which has been nowadays will be able to give you a video. when you write, see, when you want to write a song also, Suno AI, it is Suno AI, which provides you when you write what kind of wording should be in your song. When the prompt is being given, that AI provides you a MP3 song actually. Even the last day we have tried it up for a institution for advertisement purpose, so that AI also helped us. So what kind of AI you require actually, so you should be more enough to train the AI, and what is being required by you can be also made there. So these are some AIs or some chat GPTs which has been used. I have been sharing it up to you. So any someone requires any additional information can be shared. Now we'll be able to share, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for this informative and thought-provoking section. We now open the floor for questions. Participant, if you have any queries, please feel free to unmute yourself or drop them in the chat box.
No queries. Hello, Narmada.
Thank you, sir, for our session. For the convenience of all participants, the recorded section of this faculty development program will be shared via email. Kindly ensure that you check your registered email ID for the link after the completion of the program. If you have any queries, feel free to reach out of our coordinators. The note of thanks. As we conclude this 5-day faculty development program, I would like to take a moment of express our gratitude, our esteemed principal, Dr. J. Arpuda Vijayaselvi ma'am, for her continuous support, our convener, Dr. S. M. Uma ma'am, for leading this event successfully, our dedicated faculty coordinators, Mrs. S. Abhikailarthi ma'am and Mrs. B. Bavitra ma'am, for their efforts in organizing this faculty development program. And finally, a big thank you to all the participants for making this faculty development program a grand success. We hope this program has provided valuable insights and will aid in your professional journey. With that, we officially conclude this faculty development program. Thank you all and have a great evening.